As the years went by, he started to do his own research, and he did it on a lot of rats. You see, rats have the same gastrointestinal tract as humans, but they only live 2 years, whereas humans live, 70, 80 years. So what you can see what would happen to a human in 80 years in a rat in 2 years. So what he did was he injected 20 rats with aflatoxin. 10 of the rats he gave 20% animal protein, 10 of the rats 5% animal protein. At the end of 2 years, every rat on the 20% animal protein was dying or already dead from liver cancer. But the 5% animal protein, there was no cancer.
Cancer pain can feel like a dull ache that never goes away, and sometimes sharp pains can hit out of nowhere. You might feel tired, weak, and sick, making even small things hard to do. But what if the secret remedy against cancer isn't a breakthrough drug, but something as simple as the food on your plate? Yes, we are not talking about only one single food, but a whopping 10 of them, and they are already in your kitchen. So, in this video, we'll reveal Barbara O'Neill's top 10 cancer-fighting foods, science-backed, powerful, and ready to improve your health. Number 10. Kale, the detox powerhouse. This stuff is a hidden treasure in your kitchen. You see, kale might look like another green vegetable, but it's secretly working behind the scenes to keep your body in great shape. Kale carries a powerful little helper that helps your body get rid of harmful toxins and even fights the early signs of those scary illnesses people are afraid of.
What are the benefits of kale? Kale is a lovely dark green leafy vegetable. It does help the liver. It's not as potent as the dandelion, but it does. And being green, high in chlorophyll, it's a blood and tissue cleanser. All your greens are high alkalizers. So it's basically all the benefits of the greens, so it does help with the liver. And you can throw kale into soups and stews, and there's a wonderful kale salad. And how you make kale salad, because kale's a bit tough, well, you finely slice the kale, and you've got a big pile of finely sliced kale, and then you sprinkle it with salt, Celtic salt, of course, or Himalayan salt, and then you get your hands in and you rub. And you rub like this, and you rub the salt all through the finely sliced kale, and it limps. It almost looks like you've steamed it. And once you've done that, you've got about half the amount of kale you started with, and then you chop tomato and chop avocado and throw it through. It's delicious. And the kale is now tender, and yet it's a raw dish. So that's something you can try. That's probably my favourite way to eat kale, is kale salad.
But that's not all. Kale has another trick up its sleeve. It's bursting with this compound your body needs to feel good and calm down when it's all inflamed. Ever had a time when your body felt achy or off? That's inflammation, like a fire burning quietly inside you. Kale helps cool it down. It has nutrients that are important for keeping things in check, the kind that make your blood flow better, your body heal faster, and even help your bones stay strong. Here's the shocking part. Did you know most people don't eat enough of this stuff? It's one of the most nutrient-packed greens, yet many skip it for other, less healthy choices. Eating 1 cup of kale gives your body a boost that can leave you feeling stronger and healthier. If more people gave kale a chance, we'd probably hear fewer stories about dealing with preventable health problems. Number 9. Lemons, antioxidant warriors. Lemons are not merely a fruit with a sour taste. Lemons are loaded with something we all know as vitamin C. Now, vitamin C is like a secret agent in your body, hunting down some troublemakers called free radicals. These troublemakers roam around, causing damage to your cells, and that can lead to all sorts of problems, including aging faster or even getting sick. Think of it like this. Vitamin C helps clean up the mess before it turns into something serious. But lemons don't stop there. They do something really cool inside your body. They help balance the natural acids and make your system less acidic.
Cancer loves acid. The most alkaline forming food is the lemon. And you might say, lemon is acid. You're right. You test the lemon, it is acid. Acid where it should be, in the stomach where that should be acid. Because only in an acid environment can those enzymes work that break down your protein. But when the lemon is split into singular structures absorbed into your little villi, gets into your blood, goes to the liver, and the liver sends that glucose from the lemon to the fuel to be burnt as fuel. Let's follow that little molecule of glucose way down into the energy cycle in the cell where it is burnt. All matter, when it is burnt, leaves an ash. And the food we eat, when it is burnt, inside every cell in the body is no exception. So lemon is high in your alkaline minerals, which are calcium, magnesium, sodium, and potassium.
You'd think something so sour would make your body more acidic, right? Nope, it's actually the opposite. Once lemons are digested, they leave behind substances that help your body stay in a more balanced state. And here's why that matters. Some researchers believe that when your body isn't too acidic, it creates a tougher environment for things like cancer to grow. It's like giving your body an extra layer of protection without even realizing it. Want a shocking fact? A single lemon can give you about 50% of the vitamin C you need in a day. Just one. And studies show that people who get enough vitamin C are less likely to catch colds, have glowing skin, and even reduce their risk of some serious diseases. Plus, lemons are so easy to add to your life. Squeeze them in water, drizzle them on food, or just enjoy their zingy flavor. Number 8. Walnuts. Omega-3 marvels. Walnuts may look like tiny wrinkled brains, but don't let their size fool you. They are packed with so much goodness it'll blow your mind. First off, walnuts have something inside them that indeed may help your body fight cancer.
But also there are two very bitter herbs. One's called wormwood and one's called black walnut. They're incredibly bitter and they can kill parasites and worms.
So what are some ways that somebody can detox generally?
One of the best ways to detox is stop eating for a couple of days. When we stop eating, all those energies that usually go to digestion now start to cleanse and detox through the body. But at Living Springs we do juices every 2 hours, and the main juice is 80% carrot, 10% apple, 10% celery. And that can be taken every 2 hours. Sometimes we add a bit of cucumber, sometimes we add a few more greens, sometimes we add a bit of ginger, sometimes a little bit of beetroot. So we alternate the juices a little bit. So 2 days on juices is a great detox.
Walnuts have a special component called ellagic acid, and this helper works to stop the growth of harmful cells in your body. Plus, walnuts are also fantastic at calming down inflammation in your body. You know when you accidentally cut yourself and your skin gets red and puffy? That's your body dealing with inflammation. But sometimes this happens inside you without you even noticing, and that's not good. Walnuts have something in them that helps keep this under control, like a tiny peacekeeper. This is super important because when inflammation sticks around too long, it can lead to all sorts of problems, like heart issues or even diabetes. And on top of that, walnuts are like food for your brain. Ever heard of brain food? That's exactly what they are. They're rich in a special kind of fat that's great for keeping your brain sharp and healthy. In fact, studies have shown that people who eat walnuts regularly tend to have better memories and think more clearly as they get older. So just a handful of walnuts a day is enough to work their magic. Number 7. Parsley, the unsung hero. You know that little green herb called parsley? The one that often sits on the side of your plate, looking like it's just there for decoration? Turns out, parsley isn't just some ordinary plant. It's secretly loaded with powers that can do some pretty incredible things for your body. Let me tell you why you should never overlook it.
But we only really have the herbs that we go through a lot, and we don't have a lot of people with kidney problems. Now, my celery was going to seed, and celery is an excellent kidney herb. Here is the kidney herb. So celery, and my parsley is also going to seed, and parsley is another excellent kidney herb. And I have lots of couch grass, and couch grass is another excellent herb. So I picked all of those, and we got her to drink a litre of that tea every day, and the legs went down. Now I'll give you a few others. Corn silk, using the corn silk. You can buy dried corn silk, or you can use the corn silk, ideally out of organic organically grown, so you haven't got the herbicides and insecticides.
First, parsley has something in it, let's just call it a fighter compound, that researchers have found scientifically may help slow down how certain tumors grow. Imagine that. Scientists tested it and saw that it could stop those bad cells from spreading. That's not just a random idea either. It's backed up by serious studies. So, while we're out looking for fancy foods or expensive solutions, this tiny leaf quietly packs a punch when it comes to protecting us. Parsley is also amazing for keeping your liver healthy. Your liver is like the body's cleaning service. It filters out all the junk we pick up from the food we eat, the air we breathe, and even the stuff we put on our skin. Without a healthy liver, all those toxins can start piling up, making us feel sluggish and even sick. Parsley helps give your liver a boost, making it work better and keeping your system cleaner. Some people even say that eating parsley regularly can make you feel lighter and more refreshed, like your body's been spring cleaned from the inside out. Number 6. Turmeric. Golden remedy. This bright yellow spice sitting in many kitchens has been healing people for thousands of years. You've probably seen it in curry, giving that golden color to dishes. But this humble spice is much more than just a flavor booster.
What is the benefit of turmeric? You can Google that and find out some wonderful things, but it's an anti-cancer herb. It is also the best anti-inflammatory herb. We have a capsule we sell at our health retreat. It's 800 milligrams per capsule, our turmeric capsules, and they're very potent. So very good if someone has inflammation, it'll get the inflammation down.
It holds an incredible secret ingredient called curcumin. Imagine something so powerful that it can help calm swelling in the body and even fight the bad cells that cause diseases like cancer. That's what curcumin does. But here's the twist. On its own, curcumin doesn't get absorbed well by our bodies. It's almost like it's knocking on the door, but no one lets it in. That's where black pepper comes to the rescue. Just a tiny pinch of black pepper makes curcumin super absorbable, like giving it a VIP pass into your system. Scientists have even found that this combination can boost curcumin absorption by 2,000%. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Turmeric doesn't just work in the background. People who regularly eat turmeric-rich foods or drink turmeric milk report feeling less stiff in their joints and more energetic. In places like India, where turmeric has been a part of everyday food for centuries, there are lower rates of diseases like Alzheimer's compared to other countries. Coincidence? Maybe not. So, next time you see turmeric, remember, it's more than just a spice. It's a golden remedy. Number 5. Spinach. Nutrient-dense green. Spinach might look like just another boring vegetable, but it's actually packed with some amazing benefits that can really make a difference in how you feel and function.
You see, vegetables are high in fibre, high in minerals and low in sugars, whereas fruit does have some minerals, but not as much. Fruit is high in fibre, high in sugars and low in minerals. And that's why God meant us to eat a variety. I like to have my fruit at breakfast. I have fruit with usually a grain, maybe a legume, some nuts and seeds, and I have vegetables at lunchtime. Fruit and vegetables in the stomach can cause a little bit of a war because fruit is so high in sugars and the minerals are low in sugars. So ideally, as a rule, we try and keep the fruit at one meal and the vegetables at another.
Spinach has these two special compounds. Let's call them cell protectors. They help guard your body from damage caused by things like pollution, stress, or even junk food. Imagine your cells as little workers trying their best to keep you healthy. These protectors swoop in to keep those workers safe from harm so they can do their jobs better. Scientists have found that people who eat spinach regularly tend to have healthier eyes too, because these protectors especially focus on shielding your vision. But that's not all. Spinach is also a fantastic source of iron. Iron is like fuel for your body. It helps carry oxygen through your blood to all the places that need it, like your muscles and brain. When your body doesn't get enough oxygen, you feel tired and weak, like a car running low on gas. Spinach steps in to keep things running smoothly, making you feel more energetic and less worn out. That's why people who eat more iron-rich foods, like spinach, are less likely to feel sluggish.
Now, cabbage can be used very similar to potato. Cabbage for tissue inflammation. And most ladies, when they have a baby and they're On the third day, the milk comes in and the breast can swell up twice the size and be very painful. And isn't God good? It looks about the size of a swollen breast, isn't it? So it can just be put into the bra. And a lot of ladies have testified, and most maternity hospitals now, in Australia they have them in America, they have cabbages. And what you can do, say a sprained ankle, almost the same what you'd use for a potato poultice, you can get a tenderizer, meat, yes there is a use for your meat tenderizer, and bang it, or you can just dip it into boiling water quickly and it will just soften it, and you can wrap it around the inflamed area.
Here's a crazy fact. A single cup of cooked spinach has more iron than a small piece of steak. And it doesn't just stop there. It's loaded with vitamins that boost your immune system and even help your skin glow. So, the next time someone says spinach is boring, you can laugh and say, it's actually one of the strongest foods around. Plus, it tastes pretty good in soups, salads, or even just steamed with a little salt and butter. Number 4. Garlic, nature's antibiotic. Garlic isn't just about adding flavor. It's like a tiny health powerhouse. Here's the fascinating part. When you crush or chop garlic, it releases something called allicin. Now, don't worry about remembering that word. It's just the magic stuff inside garlic that does wonders for your body.
Garlic is a very potent antibiotic. In fact, the research is showing is 6 times more powerful than tetracycline, and that's a common antibiotic. What about a baby? You can't give that to a baby. So what can you do? You can find this sliced garlic and you can wrap it on the bottom of the baby's foot. And I would put the garlic on the cloth and then wrap the cloth over it and then bind that to the bottom of their feet. Little by little, the garlic eases in through the pores on the bottom of the feet. And the garlic knows where to go. It'll go to the chest or the sinus areas, and it can bring relief. It can even help to break up congestion in the chest. So my son James, when he was a little boy, he used to get a lot of chest colds. And I would put this on the bottom of his feet, shoe on, and I'd send him off to play. And every step he's taking, what's happening? The garlic's going into his body. You can smell the garlic on their breath within a few minutes.
Let me break it down simply. Allicin is like a shield your body can use to stay strong and fight off harmful things. Researchers have found that people who eat garlic regularly are less likely to get certain kinds of cancer, especially in places like the stomach or the colon. These are some of the most common types of cancer, and the fact that garlic can help reduce the risk is pretty mind-blowing, isn't it? Imagine something as simple as a clove of garlic helping your body protect itself from something as scary as cancer. But here's what's even more amazing. Garlic doesn't just stop there. It gives your immune system a big boost too. Think of it like giving your body extra energy to fight off colds and other bugs. In fact, studies have shown that people who eat garlic are less likely to catch colds. And even if they do, they recover faster than others. Ancient civilizations like the Egyptians and Greeks used garlic not just as food, but as medicine. Soldiers would eat it before battles, and farmers used it to stay healthy during long working hours. Number 3. Berries. Small but mighty. Berries might look like tiny fruits, but they're packed with something magical for your body. Imagine eating something that can quietly fight off the bad stuff inside you without you even knowing. That's exactly what berries do. Here's the deal. Inside these colorful fruits, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, there's this invisible army. It's like they're on a mission to keep you healthy. They go into your body and help stop harmful things from growing. For example, they're great at slowing down how bad cells, like the ones that cause cancer, spread. It's like putting a brake on something that could hurt you. Scientists found out that people who eat more berries have a lower chance of getting certain illnesses, and that's pretty amazing if you think about it. Now, here's the fun part. You don't even have to stick to just one kind. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, mix them up however you like. Each one has its own special strength. Blueberries are like the quiet ones that do the job without a fuss, strawberries add a sweet punch, and raspberries? They're the bold ones with a little tart kick. Together, they're unstoppable.
He heard the lectures at the end of the week. He said, "Thank you, Barbara." He said, "I've very much enjoyed my week. I will take some hawthorn berries home with me and continue." Now, he rang me 4 months later. He said, "I'd like to come and visit, get some more hawthorn berries." I said, "Come for lunch, Henry." Now, when I opened the door, I did not recognize Henry. He had lost 40 kilos. So the puffiness in his face had gone. He said, "I can do my coat up now." He said, "Sit down, I have some stories for you." He said, "I went to the doctor recently to have my blood pressure taken, and the doctor said, I'll have to get another machine."
What's shocking is that just a handful of these a day could make a difference. In fact, some studies showed that people who included berries in their diet saw a huge drop in bad stuff affecting their cells. It's like nature wrapped up a gift and handed it to you in a bowl. Plus, they taste so good, it's hard to believe they're this good for you. So, if you're looking for something small that does something big for your body, just grab some berries. It's one of the simplest, tastiest ways to keep yourself feeling good. Number 2. Broccoli sprouts. Concentrated defense. There's this little plant called broccoli sprouts, and they're like the ultimate hidden treasure in the veggie world. Imagine taking all the good stuff from broccoli, the stuff that makes it one of the healthiest foods you can eat, and cranking it up by 50 times. Yup, 50 times. These tiny sprouts are loaded with a super powerful sulforaphane that helps your body fight off some of the scariest stuff, like cancer. Here's the cool part. These sprouts are just the baby version of regular broccoli. But when they're tiny, they're packed with way more of the stuff that helps your body stay strong. Eating a small handful of broccoli sprouts can do what a whole plate of regular broccoli would need to pull off. And don't worry if you're not a big fan of broccoli. These sprouts are much milder in taste, kind of nutty and fresh, so they're easier to enjoy. Now, here's something fun. You don't need to be a farmer to get these magical sprouts. You can grow them right at home, even on your kitchen counter. All you need is a jar, some seeds, and a bit of water. In a few days, boom, you've got your own cancer-fighting greens. Plus, it's way cheaper than buying them at the store. And let me hit you with a shocking stat. Research shows these sprouts are so powerful that they've been studied for their ability to reduce the risk of cancer or even slow its growth. Scientists found that eating these sprouts can help your body clean out harmful stuff before it has the chance to do damage. It's like giving your body a little shield against bad things lurking around. So, if you've ever rolled your eyes at eating broccoli, maybe give its baby version a shot. They're tiny, easy to grow, and could end up being one of the simplest ways to take care of yourself. Number 1. Soy, a hormonal balancer. Did you know that soy, which comes from a little bean, has the power to balance hormones in your body? Here's the interesting part. Inside soy are special compounds called isoflavones. These are like natural helpers that can protect you from certain diseases, especially those related to hormones.
So how big are they? They're big. They're big. What about the human estrogen? It just sits in the receptor site like that. But it is 20,000 times stronger than plant. So how big's plant? Plant just sits in the receptor site like a little slither. So what are your plant estrogens? Soy and red clover. Contains also some natural estrogens. From that illustration, students, do we need to fear soy? No, not at all.
Studies have shown that people who eat more soy tend to have a lower risk of developing hormone-related cancers, like breast and prostate cancer, compared to others. Isn't that amazing? Scientists believe that isoflavones act like gentle guards in your body, helping keep your hormones in check and possibly preventing issues from cropping up. Now, I know what you might be thinking. How do I get more soy into my diet? Don't worry, it's easier than you think. You can eat things like tofu and tempeh, or even drink soy milk. Tofu might sound strange, but it's just like a sponge that soaks up all the yummy flavors you cook it with. Tempeh is a bit like tofu's older brother, firmer and with a nutty flavor that makes it perfect for grilling. And soy milk? That's an easy swap for regular milk if you want to try something different, and it's also full of the same helpful isoflavones. Here's something that might shock you. A lot of people think soy can be harmful because of the hormones it contains, but in fact, studies show that it actually helps keep hormones in balance. In some parts of the world, like Asia, people have been eating soy for centuries, and they don't have the same rates of hormone-related cancers as we do in places like the United States. So, including more soy in your meals can be a smart choice for your health. And if you're thinking, That sounds great, but do I need to eat a ton of soy? No, you don't. Just a little bit every day can make a big difference. So why not try some tofu or a glass of soy milk? It might just be the health boost your body needs. They're nature's powerful tools to help build resilience against cancer. By making small changes to your diet, you can take a big step toward better health. Which of these foods are you planning to add to your meals? Disclaimer: the content herein is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more life-changing health tips. See you soon.